Hey guys, sup, my name is Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Welcome to your Friday video, Let's Talk. And we got some things to talk about, don't we? And this week we'll be talking about player preference. And before we do, I just want to go over a few things I'll probably reiterate on Monday. So I am working around the clock to figure out a schedule for live streaming. That's the most important thing before I announce when it's coming back, which is pretty much decided. Secondly, I am gearing up. Gearing up is the proper way to say that. My personal music channel, which you guys can go subscribe to today. And I don't know when content's going to roll out on that channel. Right now, it's probably going to be 2017 because of tour and work and everything. Tour is work for me. That's what I meant to say. And more importantly, welcome to Let's Talk, the series that you guys made pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie. I like what I saw. I like that people are engaging to this kind of thing. So, player preference. This is something I've never talked about on the channel, but I've always wanted to talk about. It just never goddamn fit right. And now is a good time to talk about it. So, player preference. What does it mean to you? Well, I'm gonna explain what it means to me, and hopefully you guys will engage on the conversational piece that I put in front of you. Because Wednesday we have Dragons of Legends, so that's pretty much why everything has to be pre-recorded. Anyways, player preference to me means I'm super duper comfortable with my deck, and I know how it's built. It's not cookie cutter. Cookie cutter comes from a mold. I may not be completely comfortable with it. I think the only time I went cookie cutter was with Dark Arm, and I would add one or two cards that you always had those slots for tech. Player preference is completely different. It's a lot of more where you're comfortable. Like in my Blue Eyes, I run 3 Maiden because it brings the deck around to me. Some people may not completely agree with it. Some people may decide to always run Phoenix Wind Blast or always run Vanity's Emptiness regardless of the deck. That's player preference. I like Ultra Pro sleeves, but I know most people like Player's Choice or even KMC. I'm not even sure if KMC is still a sleeve company, to be fair. I haven't heard anything about them in a while, and that's either a bad thing or a good thing. Some people prefer Pokemon. Some people prefer Digimon. That's preference. So, just so you understand where I'm kind of drilling it at home here. But when it applies to Yu-Gi-Oh!, it's more than just the cards you choose to run or the sleeves you're putting on your cards. It's your mats. It's your style of deck building. And not everyone has a true to form style of deck building. Some people will just copy a deck online, use it, that's cool. I'm not even going to hate on net decking right now. I'm not going to. When it comes to like building something, you don't have to apply yourself to the mold. That's just like life. I don't have to wear what Nike puts out. I can go over to Adidas and enjoy what Adidas has. I can play a Gibson guitar and, well, okay, you guys all get the reference. I'm just going to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Now. So when it comes down to it, it's like, you have your extra deck, which is part of your preference of how do you want to approach it, what cards do you want to fit in, what cards do you feel you need in your side deck, and then it comes down to your main deck. Do I want to run Raigeki? Is Raigeki right for me? Am I going to feel comfortable without Twin Twister, even though everyone and mom is taking it out in this deck style, like Blue Eyes, whatever? Am I comfortable with the new pot of... I call it Pot of Greed, but I know it's like Pot of Desires. Am I comfortable with that card? Me personally, hell no. I'll explain why in a moment, and some people will just be like, you're bad for it. So, I don't like the new Pot of Desires. It's just my preference on it, and I can go Maidenless in a deck and run it, but I'm not comfortable running it. Why? Because I have to bash out 9 other cards, 10 cards, and sometimes I'll hit that one card I truly do need to win the game, and I'd rather, try to play out to my best instead of trying to turbo through my deck. That's just my comfort zone. And that also comes into player preferences, where your comfort zone basically lies. Some people may not choose to run Utopia to Lightning, even though it's freaking fantastic at what it does, because they want to run something completely else. That's their choice. There's nothing wrong with it. We shouldn't hate it. We should embrace it, because that also leads to creativity. Just a small degree of creativity can lead to a mass desire creativity, and that's part of the reason I wanted to make this video. And I know this video is not going to be super duper long, because it's a Friday video, to be fair. And I know pretty much I only gave you like 2.5 minutes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Content in this video. So we're going to try to make it a little bit longer here. So, do you guys enjoy player preference for yourselves? Do you just go cookie cutter mold, or do you not care? Are you in the middle? What is it for you that makes a deck a deck? What makes you feel comfortable when you're using it? What makes you say, I can use this, this is the way I like it, and this is perfect? God, that sounds so sexual. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on tomorrow's video. I gotta go film a guide to your side, but thanks for tuning in as always. Make sure to subscribe for more if you enjoy my content, and only if you do. There's also me playing video games and stuff in the description, you know. There's those other 5 channels. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.